Hello, my friend. Today we're going to talk about all the transformations in the game Black Myth Wukong. There are 10 transformations in the game. You will get the Full of Forms achievement for collecting all 10. You can see the list of all the transformations on your screen. I advise you to pause the video and check which ones you already have and which ones you should get. I want to say something else about transformations, because many people ask how to change transformations. It's easy to do. You need to go to any shrine, select Self-Advance, and then set spells. Here, in the last line of transformations, you can choose any of the transformations you have learned. First transformation, Red Tides. I use this transformation most often in the game, and you can get it at the very beginning. I like it for its attack speed and additional fire damage. The transformation has 2 attacks. Light attack, Moon Dance. Continuously slash at the enemy with spiraling blades ablaze, flames dancing across the sky like a full moon, building up focus. Heavy attack, Moon Chase. Unleash a series of dash attacks. When at full focus, dodging in any direction and following it with a heavy attack performs a powerful new move. To get the transformation, you need to go to the Forest of Wolves in the first chapter, then outside the forest, run as shown in the video to the boss Guangzhi and defeat him. After the fight, you will take the boss's weapon and get this transformation. Second transformation, Azure Dust. Transform into a rock Guai, immune to all 4 banes. It builds up might when hit. I used this transformation only once in the game on the Erlang Shen boss. In that fight, it was simply priceless. The transformation has 2 attacks. Light attack, Earth Shatter. Strike the enemy 3 times with your heavy head, each blow more painful than the last. Heavy attack, Mountain Splitter. Dash forward with full force. Fully charged to dash further, ramming all enemies in your path. Azure Dust can be obtained after defeating Man in Stone. You can find it in the second chapter. Go to Fright Cliff, then Squall Hideput, talk to the boss and get the task. Defeat another boss, Mother of Stones. To find this boss, go to Fright Cliff, and then Rockrest Flat. After the victory, you get Stone Essence. Return to Man in Stone and give him this item. Next, you'll need to defeat Man in Stone. Now you interact with Man in Stone again, and he will give you the Azure Dust transformation as a reward. Third transformation, Ebon Flow. This transformation has several different attacks and a defense stance. Light attack, Onslaught Blade. Raise the great iron blade to strike the target, building up focus with each hit. As focus increases, enemies are more easily staggered. Light attack, Storm Surge. Upon entering Windwalker state, press light attack to transform into a gust of wind. Swiftly close in on your target and deliver a devastating blow, inflicting massive damage. Heavy attack, Rift Cleaver. Hold heavy attack to unleash a powerful cleave, dealing massive damage. The more focus built up, the more devastating the damage becomes. Deflection, Blacksmith. Raise the blade to deflect assaults, building up focus with each deflection, or dodge to switch to other moves. Spell, Windwalker. Upon full focus during transformation, convert all focus into swiftness, which gradually decays over time. With swiftness active, dodging transforms you into a gust of wind, allowing you to pass through enemies unimpeded. To get this transformation, you first need to defeat Loong. You can find him in the 3rd chapter. Go to Bitter Lake, and then north shore of the Bitter Lake. After that, he will ask you to bring him a pill from Shoe Dog. Where to find this gentleman, I think you know. For those who do not know, I will remind you. He is in the 2nd chapter. Go to the Crouching Tiger Temple, and then the cellar. After you bring the pill, Loong will open a new location, Zodiac Village, for you. There you will find the blacksmith, Yin Tiger. You can challenge this boss, and after defeating him, you will receive the Ebon Flow transformation. 4th transformation, Ashen Slumber. This is the easiest transformation to miss and not get. I got it last. The transformation has a very powerful skill when it explodes and deals heavy damage to nearby enemies. There are also easy and heavy attacks. Light attack, Chop Wood. Swing the iron blade 3 times, building up focus with each hit. Heavy attack, Blow Fire. With full focus, hold heavy attack to unleash this skill, exhaling a scorching wave that continuously burns enemies ahead. The longer you hold, the fiercer the flames become. Dodging will not waste focus built. Spell, Fiery Burst. Release this spell to self-explode, causing area damage and detransforming simultaneously. To get Ashen Slumber, you need to complete a quest. First, you need to find two-headed rat Guai in the second chapter in a small house. To do this, fly to Sandgate Village, then Valley of Despair. When you exhaust all the dialogue with the NPCs, you need to find the same character in another place. After you reach Pagoda Realm, the destined one will come out of a cell. The cell next to this one will have the third prince and a dead two-headed rat Guai with a sword in his chest. The cell is protected by a purple circle barrier, which is broken by defeating Captain Lotus Vision. After that, return and open the cell and get the sword to obtain the spell. If you don't speak with the two-headed rat Guai in Sandgate Village, the dead rat won't be in the cell. You can still return and speak with the rat, and it will appear there. However, if you complete the third prince's questline by defeating the 4 captains before speaking with the two-headed rat Guai, the third prince will disappear, and the rat can't be found in the cell anymore. If you have already completed the third prince's questline and defeated 4 captains, there is another, more interesting option for you. You also need to talk to two-headed rat Guai in the second chapter in a small house. And then you will find this character alive on the second floor of Pagoda Realm in the last room. In the video, I show you how to get there from the lower pagoda. You will have to fight this small boss. Interestingly, the developers didn't even translate the name of this NPC from Chinese. After the victory, you will be able to get the Ashen Slumber transformation. 5th transformation, Hoarfrost. I tried to use this transformation several times, but I didn't find much use for it. Maybe someone else likes it better than me. The transformation has 2 light attacks, 2 heavy attacks, and 1 special skill. Light attack, Tentacle Flick. Alternate strikes with both tentacles, building focus with each hit. Light attack, Snowball Fight. Initiating light attacks on the ice sheet hurls snowballs at the enemy, dealing frost damage. Heavy attack, Tentacle Sweep. Swing back the tentacles to sweep attack, amassing more focus. Heavy attack, Avalanche. Initiating heavy attack on the ice sheet smashes a giant snowball on the enemy, terminating their chilled state. Spell Ice Sheet. With at least 1 focus point in transformation, support yourself with the tentacles and create an ice sheet when smashing down. Enemies on the ice sheet will suffer from Frostbane. Up to 3 focus points can be built. With more focus built up, the ice sheet will last longer and be broader in range. To get the transformation, you need to defeat the boss monk from the sea in the 3rd chapter. To find the boss, go to New Thunderclap Temple and then Temple Entrance. I show you the way to the boss in the video. It's easy to find and not difficult to defeat. 6th transformation, Umbral Abyss. Transform into the Macaque chief, immune to frost, wielding a longsword that unleashes Frostbane. Focus built up before transformation can be converted for use afterwards. Transform has light and heavy attacks, as well as 2 skills. Light attack, Sprouting Spring. The long blade whirls, delivering consecutive slashes to build up focus. The last powerful slash deals additional damage. Heavy attack, Withering Winter. Slower but heavier, this move deals higher damage and build up focus faster. The last powerful slash deals additional damage. Spell, Cold Heart. With full focus during transformation, chant the spell and raise the blade to summon a snowstorm and enter a cold-hearted state. In this state, all blade slashes are empowered, and dodging transforms you into clouds and mist, enabling agile retreats. Spell, Cold Resolution. In cold-hearted state, this spell enables instant closing in on the enemy, consuming focus and might to deal significant damage. You cannot skip this transformation and not get it. It will be added to your list of transformations during the final battle in the 3rd chapter. After defeating Yellowbrow for the first time, you'll need to defeat Macaque Chief. By then, this will be your 3rd battle with this character. After defeating him, you will receive the Umbral Abyss transformation. 7th transformation, Violet Hail. Transform into a worm Guai, immune to poison, inflicting poison bane on the enemy with each attack. Transform has light and heavy attacks as well as 2 skills. Light attack, Slash. Slash with a sharp blade to wound an enemy. Heavy attack, Self-Torment. Imbue the blade with eggs by self-wounding. The blade can store up to 4 egg stacks. Each light attack consumes a stack, infesting the enemy's wound with larvae. Spell, Hive Mind. Command infested larvae to explode, dealing severe damage instantly. Absorb part of the hatched swarm to recover a considerable amount of health. Spell Self-Detonation. Detonate to inflict area damage upon detransformation. This spell also activates Hive Mind, causing any remaining larvae on the enemy to explode. To get this transformation, you need to defeat the boss Daoist Me. He is located in the secret part of Purple Cloud Mountain in Chapter 4. To open this secret part, you need to defeat Venom Daoist twice. On the way to Purple Cloud Mountain, you will meet a snake in a tree. Talk to it, and then you'll meet Daoist Me on the way. Speak with him, and he will want you to find him, Violet Hail. Now, defeat nearby enemies until one of them drops it. It's a random drop. Now give it to Daoist Me, and he will turn hostile. Once he is defeated, a cutscene will start, and you will obtain Violet Hail. 8th transformation. Golden Lining. Transform into Yellow Loong, gaining immunity to shock and ability to see through the enemy. Each attack inflicts Thunderbane. Transformation has 1 light, 2 heavy attacks, and 1 interesting combination. Light attack, Lightning Dance. Dance with a blade of lightning, slashing repeatedly with deft finesse. Heavy attack, Fatal Shadow. Quietly charges in the shadows and executes a fatal attack upon release. Heavy attack, Death Trilogy. With at least 1 focus point, Death Trilogy replaces Fatal Shadow. Yellow Loong leaps into the air, summoning thunder to his blade point, and slams onto the enemy's forehead, dealing massive damage. If followed by another heavy attack upon landing, another leap and slam can be performed. This sequence can be repeated up to 3 times. Once this move is executed, all focus will be emptied, varied combo unscathed. Initiating a heavy attack during a light attack combo triggers a varied combo. If the enemy strikes during this varied combo, you will be able to see through their move and counterattack, earning 1 focus point. Golden Lining is obtained by defeating Yellow Loong. To trigger the fight, you will need to do the 4 Loongs questline. First, you will need the Loong Scales, located behind a breakable wall in the first Prince of the Flowing Sands arena. Then, you will need to defeat Red Loong in Forest of Wolves, Black Loong in Fright Cliff, and Cyan Loong in Bitter Lake. Once the 3 Loongs are defeated, head to Relief of the Fallen Loong Shrine in Webbed Hollow. 9th transformation. Dark Thunder. Transform into a horse Guai, immune to thunder damage, inflicting Thunderbane on the enemy. When activated, this transformation deals substantial damage to the enemy. The transformation has 2 light attacks, 2 heavy attacks, and 1 skill. Light attack Lightning Lashes. Successively lash the enemy ahead, building up focus with each strike. Heavy attack Thunderbolt Sweep. Successively lash the enemies around, building up focus with each strike. Spell Lightning Infusion. R2 plus square. In transformation, this spell can be released with full focus. Raise the whip towards the sky, allowing thunder to infuse you through it, charging you into a thrilled state. Light attack Thunder Flurry. In thrilled state, each lash of the whip calls forth a lightning strike to assail the enemy. Heavy attack Thunder Dominion. In thrilled state, raise your whip to conjure a thunder formation, intermittently striking enemies within its reach. Dark Thunder is obtained upon completing Martiamba's questline. After speaking with him in each of the first 5 chapters, defeat the Keeper of the Flaming Mountains, and return to Martiamba's location in Flaming Mountains to obtain his transformation. We need to go into more detail here, because in each chapter you have to find this horse and talk to it. So in the first chapter, you go to Bamboo Grove, and then Back Hills. In the cave you find the horse and talk to it. In the second chapter, you go to Sandgate Village, and then Village Entrance. Immediately after defeating Earthwolf, the horse you need is under a canopy ma. In the third chapter, go to New Thunderclap Temple and then Mahavira Hall. Here you need to go back a bit, and you will see the horse behind the column. In the fourth chapter, go to Webbed Hollow and then Bone Vault. On the way, you will see a healthy cocoon. Break the cocoon. A horse you already know will come out of it. In the 5th chapter, you need to defeat the Keeper of the Flaming Mountains. You can't miss it. It's a story boss. And then return to the wagon with the horse in it. This is Furnace Valley, then Valley Entrance. After that, this transformation will be yours. Tenth transformation. Azure Dome. Transform into a stone monkey, gaining immunity to shock and poison. Absorb and convert Frost and Scorch to empower yourself. Retain access to the Destined One's spells and convert any pre-transformation focus for use afterward. This is a powerful transformation that you should use if you have enough sparks invested in the transformation branch. The transformation has a light attack, a heavy attack, and 1 skill. Light attack, Primal Punch. Unleash a rapid flurry of punches, building up focus. Heavy attack, Earthshatter Slam. Crouch and gather strength, then leap into the air, bringing both fists down with an earth-shattering strike. If empowered by Scorch or Frost, additional effects can be inflicted on the enemy. Charging can be cancelled by dodging without losing the focus built up. Spell Monkey Mind. Build up focus and cast a variety of spells. Each spell consumes a different amount of focus based on your spells set. Azure Dome is obtained upon completing Erlang's questline. After defeating Elder Jinchi, Fuban, Green-Capped Martialist, the Duskvile, and Bishui Golden-Eyed Beast, visit the Great Pagoda in Pagoda Realm and approach the top mural. You will be teleported to Mount Mai. Head to its peak and defeat Erlang Shen. You will be then returned to the Great Pagoda, and the Destined One will obtain the Azure Dome transformation. I didn't make a detailed description until the last transformation, because it doesn't make sense, in my opinion. This is a topic for a separate video, because there are a lot of quests and secret locations in each chapter that need to be opened to get Erlang Shen. If you need such a video, let me know in the comments. That's all for today. I hope you found this information useful. If so, I'd love to hear from you and subscribe to the channel. It will help me a lot to stimulate myself to make new, interesting and useful videos.